Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are making this beautiful red color top. So firstly we will make a slip knot. For that, take the yarn like that, twist it and hold on to the larger end of the yarn and just make a tight knot. Now take your hook, put it into the hole, tight the knot. Now we will make a chain, yarn over and pull through the hole on the hook. That is one chain. Yarn over, pull through the hole, yarn over, pull through the hole. This way we are gonna make 60 foundation chains. So keep on making the chains, and this is for small size. So I am a S size. So if you are a medium size or a large size, then just increase the foundation chains. I am done with the foundation chains and I am just trying on if it fits me completely. Now once you are done with that, chain 1. So this will act as a turning chain, yarn over, and we are gonna make half double crochet in the next chain. So put your hook in the next chain, pull through the yarn. You are gonna have 3 loops on the hook. Pull through all the 3 loops on the hook. This is our first half double crochet. For the next, yarn over, put your hook into the next chain, pull through the yarn, yarn over and pull through all the 3 loops on the hook. That way we are gonna make half double crochets. So I am showing you a few more times how to make a half double crochet, then I will meet you at the end of this row. So the row 1 is completed. This is how it is gonna look like. Now I will make the last half double crochet in the last chain of the previous row. Yarn over, put your hook into the chain, pull through, yarn over and pull through all the 3 loops on your hook. Now chain 1 and turn your work. From now on, we are just gonna work in the back loops of the chain. So while making the chain, there are 2 loops, back loop and the front loop, as you can see in the video. So we are gonna make half double crochet in the back loop only. Keep in mind that you are just working in the back loop, otherwise the look of the top will be different. We have already learned how to make a half double crochet. Just make that in the back loop and we will follow this same pattern throughout the front panel. So we are making the front panel. I'm showing you the tutorial for the front panel. So just make the half double crochet in the back loop all over the front panel. This is how the texture of the top will look like from the front. So just keep on doing that. Showing you a few more times how to do it. Keep following the video and I will meet you at the end of the row 2. So I am at the end of the row 2. Just 2 more chains are left for me. Once you are done with the row 2, chain 1 and turn your work. Now we are gonna repeat the same pattern as we did before. throughout the front panel, as I have already mentioned it earlier. So I am showing you this last row. So now I will meet you when my front panel is completed. I have made 22 rows in total. You can increase or decrease the number of rows according to your choice. I have made 22 for myself. Now we are gonna make the straps. So I will count 20 chains from both the sides and I will put a stitch marker onto that chain. So count 20 chains from the left side as well as the right side and put a stitch marker into the 20th chain from both the sides. So now we will start making the straps. Take your hook, put it into the loop, then chain 1 and just turn your work. Now we will make single crochet throughout 20 chains until we reach the stitch marker. So follow what is shown in the video. Put your hook in the chain, pull through and yarn over both the loops on the hook. That way we are gonna make single crochets throughout the 20 chains. So I have completed the single crochet and I have reached the stitch marker. Now I am gonna make the last single crochet in the chain I have put stitch marker into. This is how it is gonna look like. Chain 1 and turn your work. Now we are gonna repeat the same process as we were doing earlier. We are gonna make half double crochet, but from this row we are gonna decrease the number of chains. So yarn over, put your hook into the back loop of the chain like that, pull through the yarn. Don't yarn over the loops on the hook. So instead of that, put your hook into the next chain back loop only and then pull through the chain. Now you will be having 4 loops on your hook. Pull through all the 4 loops on your hook. So what we have done is we have decreased one chain from this side and we are gonna do the same process on the other side also. Until then, just make half double crochet in the back loop only in each and every chain until you reach the other end. Stop making half double crochet when you have only 2 chains left at the end. So I am at the end. As you can see, 2 chains are left. So yarn over, put your hook into the back loop, pull through and then put your hook into the next chain and pull through. Now yarn over and pull through all the 4 loops on your hook. So we have decreased one chain from this side also. Now chain 1 and turn your work. So we are gonna do the same process as we did earlier in the previous row. So we are gonna decrease one chain from each side. So I am showing you this row too. In case you have any confusion, then just watch carefully what I am showing in the video. So this is the row 3 of decrease. That way we are gonna make 5 rows in which we are decreasing one chain from each side of the strap. So this is how those 5 rows will look like. So keep in mind that I am not counting the first single crochet row that we had made in the beginning. I am just counting the number of rows in which we have decreased chains from both the sides. Now we will repeat doing half double crochet in the back loop in each and every chain until we reach the length of the strap that is desired. One more row, so keep watching it clearly. So when the row is completed, don't forget to chain one and turn your work, then only start the next row. So for my size, I have made 24 more rows. So I am not including the 5 decrease rows, just 24 normal half double crochet rows. This is how the strap will gonna look like after you complete all the rows. At the end, just chain one and fasten off the yarn. Take your scissor and just cut the yarn. Also keep in mind that you are having a decent amount of yarn because we have to sew it in the end also. Now repeat this process on the other side also. Repeat the same number of rows that we did on the other side. So I am showing you the first single crochet row, how to attach your yarn. So take your yarn like this, yarn over, hold the end of the yarn with your hand and just chain one to secure it at this side. Then we are going to make single crochet throughout the 20 chains as we did on the other side. So put your hook in the chain, pull through, yarn over and pull through all the 2 loops on the hook. Repeat doing this process. So now we will start with the bow. So this is the side of the top as you can see. So this is the strap. I have already done the back side on one half. Now I am showing you how to do it on this side. So this is how the back of the top will look like. We will also increase the straps. I have not done it yet. So take the yarn and we will insert the hook on this side of the top. It can be a little difficult, so take your yarn and pull it through the loop, and then we will make one chain. So hold the yarn like that and make one chain, then turn the project, and I will let you know which pattern we are gonna follow on the side. So firstly we will make a single crochet row. So put your hook into the next space that you can see, because on the side there is no fixed or definite row. There is a structure, the turning rows are there. So whatever space you find, you just make a single crochet in it. So for me, I am making 2 single crochet in one turning chain, in one stitch that I am seeing on this side. Also I have done my measurement, so I will show you in a minute. So now take your measuring tape. I am gonna make single crochets till 5.5 inches. So 5.5 inches is okay for me. If you want the back work to be wider, you can increase or decrease the number of single crochet, because we are gonna work on these single crochets only. Make single crochets until you reach the stitch marker. So I have put a stitch marker on the chain that measures the last 5.5 inches. So the single crochet row will look something like this. So it is completed. I am removing the stitch marker. Now I am gonna chain one as we are doing, then turn your work. Now we are gonna follow a different pattern on the back side. Yarn over, put your hook into the next chain that you are seeing from your hook, not the turning chain. So put your hook into the back loop only. We are gonna work in the back loop throughout the top. Pull through, and then don't yarn over, just slip stitch into the 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over, put your hook into the next chain, pull through, and then just slip stitch into the 2 loops that you are seeing on your hook. We are going to repeat this yarn over and slip stitch pattern throughout the back panel. So keep doing that. Yarn over, put your hook into the back loop of the next chain, pull through, and then slip stitch into the next 2 chains. So this is how it will gonna look like. So I am showing you few more times how to do it in case you are confused about the stitch. So I am reaching the end of this row. Few more are left. So now chain 1 and just turn your work, and and repeat the same process as we did in the previous row. Yarn over, slip stitches. So make 36 rows of yarn over slip stitch pattern. Now when you are done with the 36 rows, we are gonna attach the strap to this back panel. So count 5 rows from the right side and put a stitch marker into the 5th row. Then count these bumps, so count 5 and then put a stitch marker into that chain. So basically put stitch markers into the chain which fit your strap completely or perfectly. Take your hook, put it into the first chain, and then we are gonna just make slip stitches. Firstly make one chain to secure the yarn, then put your hook into the next chain of both the panels and just make a slip stitch to attach both the panels, the strap and the back panel that we have just made. So repeat this process until you reach the end. So I am making the last slip stitches. So when you are done making the last slip stitch, then just chain 1 and tighten that chain 1 and fasten off the yarn. We will weave in this extra yarn in the end. So remove the stitch markers because the panels are already attached. This is how it is gonna look like from the front. Now we are gonna make the bow part. So after the 36 slip stitch yarn over rows, we are gonna decrease the number of chains. As you can see, I have already done it on the other side. So we are gonna decrease the number of chains. So now this process is same as the strap part. The decrease part I have shown you earlier in the strap. So we are gonna repeat the same part, but I am showing you in case some of you didn't get it. So yarn over, put your hook into the back loop of the next chain, pull through, then put your hook into the next chain, pull through, and then slip stitch into the 3 chains on your hook. So don't yarn over because we are just making yarn over slip stitches. Then make rest of the pattern as it is. We are gonna decrease 5 rows. So the process of decreasing is same as we did earlier in the straps. So one chain need to be decreased from both the ends, right and left. So follow what is shown in the video and then rest of the rows will be made as it is. I am just showing you a few more times. I will meet you after the 5 decreasing rows. So this is how it will look like. Now we are gonna make 36 normal rows without any decrease for the bow to be formed at the back. This is how it is gonna look like at the back. So you can see this is the strap with which we are gonna make the bow. Now take your darning needle and we are gonna sew the extra part of yarn inside the top, or you can say at the back. So take your needle and we are gonna, I'm just showing you how to sew it. So make sure that you are sewing the yarn on the inner side of the top only, otherwise the yarn will be visible. Just see clearly how I am sewing it inside. So all the extra yarn that you see on your top, like this only, it will give a cleaner look. Also do not cut the yarn from the ends because it will lose the stitches. So just sew it inside. I hope this video was useful to you. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Bye bye.